I will explain this soon, but not today. We're in the airport. My birthday trip is loading. My birthday trip is loading. Well, the first part of my birthday trip. There's more.
Oh yeah.
So,
We outside.
can y'all guess where we're going? I'll give y'all one hint. It's hot as fuck. That's not really a good hint. Look at Oscar the Grouch. So, I'm turning 26. So, it's fucking lit. He's smiling under his mask, y'all. This is the worst plane that we've ever been on, first of all. The worst first class I've ever seen. Bag appreciation post. Baby daddy. This might be my favorite bag that he's ever bought me. Okay? My birthday came early. Fire. Take your ass down. Say cheese. I said say cheese. It's my birthday, you gotta. Yeah, in honor of my birthday, Taliban has to smile one time for the camera. All I want for my birthday. All I want for my birthday is for you to smile one time for the camera. That's the creepiest smile ever. Yeah, we're on a plane. Taylor's up at the front. Let's see her. Taylor! Taylor! Is on the way from home.
We're almost ready to go, so please put away your carry-on items, including large electronics like laptops. Feel free to keep using your phones, tablets, and e-readers. Just make sure they're in airplane mode.
I look like a Karen.
Fasten your seatbelt, bring your seats up, and put away your tray tables. If you've adjusted your headrest, please move those back to their original position. For those sitting near a window, we ask that you open the window shade.
Shut up and put your money where your mouth is. That's what you get for waking up in Vegas. Shut up and shake the glitter off your clothes. You know what we should do would be really good content if we went to one of those houses and got married. Y'all, let me know in the comments if y'all want to see me and Taliban go to one of those churchy places and get a Vegas wedding. It's not real, right? Like the pastor just said that.
Oh yeah.
But you don't sign paperwork is what I'm saying.
Yes you do.
Oh.
People really get married.
I thought they just say the vows and then you go about the business. Oh. Yeah, we ride in the limo. Taliban is so mad that we have to ride in the limo. But it comes with the hotel we booked. It's the legs across the furniture for me. Bitch, make some fucking room. You are not the only hoe getting this limo.
It's to scoot your ass over for me.
I said, it's the legs across the furniture for me. Right, where's the bench?
Where's the bench?
How mad are you that you're riding a limo?
Oh, that's all cool.
You like the limo now? Get your bag off of my front! Damn. Here's a foot update, guys. It looks really bad right now because it's a little swollen from the plane and all the walking through the airport, but it didn't look like this yesterday. So that means it has potential. Then on the count of 3, Katy Perry me.
You don't know that song?
1, 2, 3, go! Brooke, this is on you. Sing it, sister.
I didn't see it.
We are here. It's some hoes in this hotel. It's some hoes in this hotel. It's some hoes in this hotel. First of all, you didn't say hi to everybody.
I don't have to say
First of all, I hate your shoes.
it's fashionable.
$100.
Learn how to budget.
She said it's not a budget.
That
You
is
rode
a
on a
budget.
plane like that?
Yeah, I rode on a plane like this. What's wrong with this?
I could see your vagina.
Okay.
No, you can't.
No, you can't.
No, you can't. Oh, hello, and welcome to my humble abode. Don't know if it's called an abode, but baby daddy, where you going? You think you slick? This is our living room. Welcome to my living room for the weekend.
Where your suitcase at, bro?
Here is baby daddy. He is the sponsor of this trip. Sponsored by baby daddy. Come and walk with us. Welcome to our beautiful living room, dining room, and the place I'm gonna be most this weekend, the bar. If we get drinks up in here. Ooh, y'all, they got champagne in the thing. We might as well pop one. How much y'all think they want for this champagne, this small bottle? Probably not nothing, right? I'll pay for it. Why not? It's my birthday. Brooke! Brooke, yay!
She's in there spraying her butt with the douche thing.
You using the duvet? Come.
I just used the butt cleaner.
It's so amazing, right?
No, I don't want
You can use. Why is Vegas like one of the only hotels that have butt cleaners? Some strange things going on. So this is our first stop for Seven's birthday trip. Our second stop is not telling y'all. Portions, rationing. More. You don't like champagne? Your stomach, you make my stomach.
No, when I go
Here,
I drink
ladies.
champagne. It do very really important.
Come get some champagne. Okay, back to our tour. I had to get my champagne ready. Should I open the door like this? We should start over. So I'm not going to. It's too late. Okay, so here we have what we believe is the master bedroom, but it looks exactly the same as the other bedroom, so we're just going to assume that both of them are masters. Here, we have a beautiful bathroom with separate sinks because I don't like to share a sink with baby daddy. And we have this beautiful bath that I'm gonna take a bath in, like this. This way, we have the second room. So if you thought we were finished, we're not. Here we have the second bedroom that is a master. And I'm getting ready to steal Brooke's bathroom from her and switch rooms because of this right here. My foot is broken still, so I'm the one that needs to sit and beautify herself.
You can do your makeup in here.
And there you have it.
Life is good. I'm gonna say double figures on. Life is good.
Nobody wants those.
Happy birthday to you.
That one out, y'all.
Happy birthday to you.
Oh, it's a sunflower.
Happy birthday, dear Sarah.
Why ain't nobody else singing?
Happy birthday to you.
Are these real sunflowers? Hell
Yes.
yeah. What the fuck?
I got it made just for you.
Thank
Because you're so difficult. I couldn't put a skateboard on the cake. I tried.
A sunflower for the sunflower.
Now open
Y'all,
my
this is
gift.
really pretty. Ooh, I got
It's in an
this.
ugly bag 'cause I had to bring it in the plane.
Ooh, my friend like me, she got me perfume. Because, you know, I'm trying to get my scents up.
And that's just something.
All 6 of them, too. I need all my
Six
6
senses.
Oh, that's to smell good for the house. Because, you know, my house be smelling like diapers.
It's like that's the thing.
She said, no, it don't. It's, I always wanted one of these. They work good.
They last a long
The
time.
sticks.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do work good.
And take a shot.
Oh,
Oh, your cake is so cute. I haven't
It's
looked
so
at it
cute.
because
I can't believe those are real
flowers.
flowers on here.
The fuck?
Ooh, that smells really good.
Birthday update. But I feel like that's all thing.
Happy birthday! Like it here. I love it here.
I will explain this soon, but not today because I'm still high after surgery. But yes, I had surgery on my birthday and not on my foot.
Yeah.
So, we go next. Continue. Thank you guys. This is so pretty.
You are very loved.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and I am here. I am alive. I'm happy to be here, and I'm happy to be alive. But today I just really wanted to talk to you guys about what happened in Vegas. I know they say what happened in Vegas stays in Vegas, but not in my case, because I didn't get to do this, you know, the stuff that you want to stay in Vegas. I had surgery on the 27th. That was the day after my birthday, a few hours after my birthday actually. Not even a full day after my birthday, I ended up in the hospital. But I wanted to like really explain to you guys what happened, my symptoms, what I was feeling before, and then an update on how I'm feeling now. So, prior to going to Vegas, maybe like a week, almost a week before, Taliban, baby daddy, and I were having intercourse like, you know, people do. And I noticed that it was really painful, and it's normally never painful. And then I noticed after was even more painful, so much so that I went and sat on the toilet for a little bit. And then that didn't work, so I went and just sat in a hot bath. Neither of those things worked. I just ended up sleeping the pain off, woke up in the morning, I was fine. So I kind of just avoided sex because I was like, I don't want to feel like that again. And plus I was running around so much planning my birthday, getting ready to leave, that, you know, I had an excuse. So when we get to Vegas on the 25th, we have sex, of course, because we're just in the spirit. We had been drinking by then. And same thing happened. Intercourse wasn't painful this time, but afterwards was so painful that I couldn't really walk, couldn't really sit down. I felt so yucky. And then walking around in the Vegas heat was not helping. So sorry, I'm exhausted. Between all the meds that I'm on, I'm just drained. So continuing, I get better after a few hours. I honestly didn't really notice when it got better. I didn't take anything that time. Well, I did actually, because this was my first birthday dinner. I had a dinner on the 25th to bring my birthday in. I took Advil and I took Motrin once we realized the Advil wasn't working. And ibuprofen, 800 milligrams. So at this point I've taken 3 and none of them were working. I went through the dinner in pain. I was getting my makeup done, couldn't really like sit in the chair long because it felt like every time I sat something was stabbing in my vagina. And then I remember standing up after getting my makeup done and just feeling like I was getting ready to hit the floor. I mean, I had to just lay out on the couch for a second. But of course I continue with my birthday night because I don't really know why. We push through. I think as women that's just something we're so used to pain, we just keep it pushing. So then at some point of the night, after all the drinking, I'm assuming, and the medicine finally kicking in, I don't even notice it anymore. So we stay up everyone stays up till about like 5 a.m. drinking, playing in the casino, playing drinking games, smoking hookah, just doing what we would do for a birthday. And of course we try to go have sex again. I don't know what's wrong with me at this point. I clearly have an issue. This is about 6 in the morning. And during sex, again, wasn't excruciating like it was the first time, but after was so bad. This was the worst pain of it all. This is the morning of the 27th now. Oh, but prior to, as you guys can see at the beginning of this video, where my birthday, where I have that pink dress on, as you can see, I'm really bloated. We honestly, Taliban and I were thinking I was pregnant, so we were discussing, you know, what we were gonna do. Were we ready to have another baby? Is 6 ready for another baby? Taliban was rubbing my stomach the entire night. I'm like, stop touching me. Like, no. We have to talk about this first. This has to be a group project. We all need to make this decision together. So he's picking with me the whole night. I'm scared the whole night because I'm like, dang, another one. Like, am I really, I'd be talking my trash, but am I really going to get an abortion? Probably not. Yeah, so I just thought I was pregnant again. And that's why I had a belly. So then now we're on the actual day of my birthday. I did not have sex. We went to the pool all day, relaxed. Really didn't feel bad at all day. I was drinking. And then we go to my birthday dinner. I felt really yucky. I'm not gonna lie. My birthday dinner, I was kind of, I'll show the pictures. We took pictures and I just wasn't feeling myself. I didn't feel good. My eyes. My mom and dad actually called me and they both said the same thing on the phone. And y'all know my parents are not together. They live in 2 different homes, but they both were like, what are you, just hungover? You look really out of it. I felt really out of it. But like I said, I was pushing through. I was really cold. I don't get cold a lot. But I was freezing the entire time, I remember. And I just felt really sleepy. I just wanted to sleep. I was late to both of my birthday dinners because I was sleeping past the time the makeup artist was supposed to be there. That's all I wanted to do. Yes, so like I said, I had 2 birthday dinners. The night of the 26th, we stayed up into the morning of the 27th, and then at some point, baby daddy and I snuck off to go have sex, which was a bad idea. In hindsight, a good idea, and I'll tell you why. But during sex didn't hurt, but after was so bad that that was just it for me. That was my breaking point. I tried to lay down and take like a 10-minute nap just to try to sleep the pain off. That didn't work. I couldn't get comfortable. Sleeping on my back hurt really bad. Sleeping on my stomach was out the question. Sleeping on my side hurt, but it was the most comfortable. And there was like a shortness of breath. So I could only breathe in like a little bit. I was just like, my breaths were like, instead of, you know, deep breaths in and out. So then I knew something was really wrong, and I told Taliban and Brooke that I needed to go to the doctor and that they needed to take me. So as Taliban was getting me dressed, he was putting some clothes on me. I asked him to put loose clothes on me because at that point, any pressure, even still like any pressure on my stomach really, really hurts. Even like wearing underwear was painful. So he put on a pair of his clothes. Not that those are much looser, but yeah. And I just hit the floor. I fell on the floor. I laid on the floor. I did not want to get up. And I remember feeling like I was going in and out. Like I was conscious at some points and I wasn't. And I looked at Brooke and Taliban and I said to them, I said, I'm dying. Because that's what it felt like. Of course, I never known what it felt like to die. But I looked at them and I said, I'm dying. I couldn't breathe at all. Every time I cried, there was no breathing. So I had to like control my emotions. I was really emotional because I really felt like I was dying. It was the scariest moment for me because I was kind of like, you know, I feel like I'm dying and this cannot be the last time I see my child. Yeah, so they called the ambulance. The ambulance got there and they started taking on my pulse and everything. They said that my pulse was a little lower than usual, but it wasn't panic. It wasn't time to panic yet. They gave us the number that if it went under, it was time to panic. And yeah, they had to lift me up on the stretcher and take me down out the hotel room. And the whole time I'm just laying on my side because laying on my back completely cut my breathing out. And laying on my stomach was just too sore. So we get to the hospital. They take me back and they just start running tests. They do all my blood work. They take me for an ultrasound. They take me for a CT. And then a group of doctors come in and I'm like, oh no, I knew I was dying because a group of doctors is a horrible sign. I'm telling you guys, they walked in there like the Avengers. I'm like, just tell me what's wrong. And they were like, did you feel anything burst this weekend? And I'm like, no. So they told me that I had a cyst, a large cyst about the size of, almost the size of a football, that ruptured, and it was on my left ovary, and when it ruptured, it cut open something in my stomach, and I was bleeding out into my stomach. And I immediately started crying and freaking out because I'm just like, it's my birthday, I'm sad. So they were saying that they needed to do emergency surgery, one, to remove all the blood that was filling up, because that's why I couldn't breathe. I had a liter, this is a liter water bottle, picture this, all red. I had a liter of blood in my stomach, and the way they described it to me is that, look at how much a liter is. So at this point, the blood is all the way up in your diaphragm where your lungs are, and it's just getting higher. So that's why I couldn't breathe, because my diaphragm was full of blood. And it was, you know, surrounding my lungs, my everything else. So I basically was suffocating myself on top of bleeding out. I was suffocating on my blood. Not really choking on it, but it was causing pressure on everything that's in my diaphragm. So they told me that they needed to do emergency surgery. They don't know how much damage the rupture caused. They just know that it definitely split something open in there because I'm bleeding from somewhere. They said that there was a chance that they would have to remove the left ovary. They can't tell because the blood is so high that they won't know how much damage has been caused to the ovary. They said that they were going to check for cancer, and they also said that it's a simple surgery. It's 99.9% successful. So it's a very successful surgery. It can be really simple, but in my case, they didn't know how simple it would be. They didn't know if they would have to cut me open C-section wise, if they got in there and it was just too much going on and they couldn't get a good sight on everything, or if they could just do the normal surgery. And I don't know if you guys can really see it. I'll get the camera. So I'm really swollen, of course, but they went through here in my hip. They went through here. Let me get the camera clear. They went through here in my hip, and then they went through my belly button. You can't really see my belly button right now. It looks a lot better. I got a new belly button because it's all stitched up. But yeah, those are the places that they went through for the surgery. Thank God I didn't have to get a C-section scar, because I would be really upset if I had a baby vaginally and then this happened and I had to get sliced open. But yeah, I just started crying, and they were like, why are you crying? I'm like, because 1, I'm dramatic, and 2, it's my birthday, and 3, I don't want to die. It just was really scary because, you know, because of COVID, nobody could be there with me. And I just kept thinking about 6. I'm just like, well, I have a baby, and I could have, you know, because I was ignoring my body telling me that something was wrong, I could have, 1, completely bled out into my stomach, or 2, suffocated on my own blood, which is so strange because I didn't even know you could do that. And it would have been all my fault because I was ignoring my body telling me something was wrong. So, they took my blood levels one more time. They had told me that my blood levels were really low, and that's why they needed to do the emergency surgery. I was losing a lot of blood. And then they did it again. By this time, they did let Taliban come because I cried myself into a panic attack, so they didn't want me. They're like, you're gonna speed up the process if you don't calm down. So they let him come and sit with me till it was time. But then when they took my blood one more time, they said it was like under 9 or something. I forget exactly what it's called. But yeah, I had lost so much blood at that point that it was just time to go. They said that they had blood ready if I needed a transfusion. And the last thing I remember is them laying me on my back on the surgery table, and I was freaking out because I couldn't breathe at all laying on my back. Like, laying on my back wasn't even a option, but I had to get ready for surgery, and I just freaked out because I'm like, I can't breathe, and then they put oxygen mask over me, and I woke up in a completely different room with surgery done. I didn't feel bad, excuse me, when I woke up, probably because I was still under the medication they gave me. I honestly felt worse when I woke up from my boob job, but later that night, everything really kicked in, and I was like, okay, this hurts. But yeah, they talked to Taliban and Brooke, and they basically, you know, they told me these things too. They told me I had no lifting over 15 pounds for 6 weeks, because there's a clasp holding my stomach together, holding the tear that was in my stomach where I bled out from, holding it together, and it can easily just pop back open if I do too much heavy lifting. They told me soups and like all of that is in my aftercare paper for my doctor, because I have to go see a doctor in a couple days. Soups, teas and stuff are good. Try to stay away from meats because they're harder to digest, and my stomach, you know, was cut open, so food won't digest the same for a long time. I really haven't been able to eat much because I just always feel full. There always just feels like there's pressure on my stomach, so I'll take a bite or two out of something and then I'll kind of be over it. Yeah, I have a lot of swelling. I want you to see these pictures of how my body looks right now. My body looks disgusting. It has slowly but surely gotten bigger and bigger. The first few days, the left side was more swollen. Now both sides are really swollen. My vagina is huge. It looks like a big old, I really don't know, big ass croissant or something. I'm really sore. The pain is kind of moving to my back now. They have me on 2 different narcotics. I'm on ibuprofen 800 and hydrocodone, and then something for nausea. The first day when I woke up, the night after surgery, I was throwing up everywhere. I threw up all over myself because I couldn't get up in time. It was really hard to like sit up, get out the bed. Taliban pretty much got me in and out of bed every morning. He bathed me, or he showered me because I couldn't take a bath. I can't bathe for I think 2 weeks, they said. But yeah, I just wanted to really like tell you guys, because cysts are not, they're not something that we talk about enough. Apparently we grow them every time at the beginning of our period, but they never get any larger than like a pea or something. Like the doctor was explaining all this to me. She's like, they're normal. They're not normal, but we do grow them every time we come on our cycle. And you know, all of this, I could have lost my life because I was ignoring my body telling me something was wrong. And I think as women, we do that a lot. We are designed, I think, to take pain emotionally, physically, whether it's menstrual cycles, childbirth, or whatever it is. We're designed to take pain and push through it, I think, way better than men are. And we need to not ignore our bodies. When this happened to me, I got a bunch of DMs for women who've experienced the same thing. You know, fortunately, I was lucky enough to not lose an ovary. Not that it's a bad thing to lose an ovary. There's still an 88% chance of getting pregnant when you lose an ovary, one of your ovaries. But one girl DM'd me and she said at 29 she had to have a full hysterectomy, which is really sad because she didn't have kids yet. And you know, once you have a full hysterectomy, you can't. So I'm fortunate enough that I get to keep both my ovaries, and I didn't have to have a hysterectomy, and I don't have cancer. So I'm trying to look on the bright side. Yes, I didn't get to celebrate my birthday, but I'm alive, and it would have been really bad if you know, the last time saying bye to 6 was the last time saying bye. So this has basically taught me, you know, I'm not gonna ignore anything wrong with my body. I'm going to go to the doctor more often, because I honestly haven't been since my 6-week checkup. Because just because we think that there's nothing wrong, it doesn't mean that there isn't. And my family has a history of cervical cancer. My grandma had it, my aunt had it, my grandma's deceased from 3 different types of cancer: lung cancer, cervical cancer. She fought 2 of them. She fought her cervical cancer but did not survive her lung cancer. These are the pictures. They're kind of graphic, so I'm sorry in advance. But yes, ladies, please go to the doctor if you feel like there's something wrong with your body. Can't really tell what is what over here because it's filled with so much blood. You can just kind of see my stomach lining and the blood filled up in there. Here is the little nasty cyst that I had in the ovary. They're just getting like more pictures of it. You see it attached to it. Yeah, I don't really know what's happening here. Don't really know what's happening here. But then you just see it's gone, so yay! You know, it's all repaired and we're good. Yeah, so the pain has probably went to about a 10 to a 5 or 6 now. It just depends. Night times are harder because the longer that I lay down, the more pain I'm in. Can't really sit much. I don't like sitting. Traveling back on a plane was hard. They honestly wanted me to stay till about Monday or Tuesday, but I was just so ready to go home that I kind of pushed it. And I think I'm feeling the consequence from that because my back is like really, really sore now. The reason they wanted me to stay because they didn't have to do like a full transfusion, but I did have to get some blood put back in and they didn't want me to clot. So they were worried about blood clotting. But yeah, please, 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 ladies, ovarian cysts are real and they can be really, really bad. I did have one at the beginning of my pregnancy, but it went back down, so it didn't become a concern. But take care of your body. Do not ignore your body telling you something is wrong. We are designed to take pain, but we do not have to always be in pain. Peace out, guys.